Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm here to give my Australian Grand Prix race observations, and without any further ado, let's get right into the video guys. Starting off with my first observation, Carlos Sainz masterclass. Well, Carlos Sainz, after having an impressive qualifying session at the Australian Grand Prix, has carried forward that momentum into the race to convert his P2 to a race win by managing a solid pace and maintaining a very consistent gap to his teammate in P2 after Max retired from the race due to a brake failure. Carlos was on it this weekend. It was almost like he was trying to prove a point, and that he did. It's a statement-defying performance, and bravo to him for that. Honestly, what a performance it was, considering that it's just been 16 days since he got his surgery. I mean, if this man doesn't get a good enough seat for next year, that would be the biggest injustice of 2025. McLaren's solid drive. McLaren was the second quickest car this weekend. Yeah, I think Red Bull was never as strong as what they made us believe to be with their qualifying performance. Come the race day, the pace of the Red Bull just fell apart. Though there are reasons for it, Australia has never been a happy hunting ground for the Red Bulls. So a result like what the team pulled from yesterday was not really a huge surprise for me. McLaren, on the other hand, are making the step forward, which is both exciting and encouraging to witness. Though they are still a couple of tenths behind the Bulls and the prancing horse, in the grand scheme of things, I still believe that the team is moving in the right direction and they are still in a good position to close the gap to both the top teams. Mercedes disaster class. Mercedes walks away from this weekend with scoring no points. I mean, the performance from the team yesterday proved how unaware they are about the W15 and the amount of learning that the team needs to do to rectify the issue of the W15 before they start chasing after performance improvements. Their cars seem to struggle to maintain balance through the corners, and their car is also draggy on the straights, which is compromising the car's overall performance. And just as we thought that the aerodynamics was the only issue of the car, I guess the reliability has also joined the party to cause more headache to the team, with Hamilton retiring from the race just a couple of laps into the Grand Prix. Russell crashing out of the race at the penultimate lap after Alonso's questionable driving style at the blind spot corner. Yeah, this is a weekend that Mercedes would dearly want to forget. Haas double points. Haas has really stepped up their game this season. I mean, Australia has always been one of the tracks that the team has always performed well at. So I was left a bit shocked with their qualifying performance, but their car just came alive in the race for them to finish P9 and P10 in the race, making it the team's first double points finish of the season and also making it a consecutive points finish for the team. Williams' solid drive. I mean, Williams did everything in their power to see if they could sneak their car into the point. But clearly the team needs to up their pace at building parts and also bringing in the upgrades for their car to finish in the points this season. I still have not lost faith on the team, as this is a very long season that we have ahead of us. So let's wait and watch what the team can do. But I think we all can generally agree that Alex did a good job to finish P11 just in the cusp of points, which I guess is the best possible finishing position for Williams in this Grand Prix, and I think he still did a better job than what Sargent could have done. Tsunoda scores points. Tsunoda had a brilliant race yesterday. I mean, it almost seemed like he came alive with the car to finish P7 after Alonso's penalty, helping RB to leapfrog Haas to secure P6 in the Constructors' Championship for now. Good for him, and it's also his first points of the season, so I really hope he carries forward this momentum into his home race as well. Red Bull mystery. Red Bull's pace this weekend seemed like a bit of a mystery. I mean, the team was suffering all the way from the start of the weekend, right from free practice session. It seemed like they were never on top of the setup of their car. With Max taking an early retirement from the race due to a brake failure, Checo failed to make any inroads on the front runners during his first stint due to having a wrong front wing angle, which compromised his tire degradation, putting him on a chase during the second stint. With the third stint where he was flying, as soon as he caught up to Alonso and made the move on him, Alonso's helmet visor tear-off got stuck in one of Checo's floor channels, which again compromised his tire degradation and his pace, which explains the sudden drop-off in his performance once he made the move on Alonso. And even after the end of the race, Checo was unaware of the issue, and he was left scratching his head as to where all the pace disappeared, until team principal Christian Horner revealed it to us during a post-race interview. So considering all odds, for Checo to finish P5, I think it's a pretty commendable performance from him. So in one way or another, Alonso has managed to successfully annihilate two drivers race weekend. There is also a bit of an interesting stat with this Australian Grand Prix. You know, whenever Max loses a Grand Prix to Sainz, it's always on a street track. Lando always manages to accompany the Spaniard to the podium, and it always happens before the Japanese Grand Prix. What's even crazy is that whenever Sainz picks up a race win, Russell always crashes out of the race. I just thought of it to be a very intriguing stat. I mean, though we had Max retire from the race, this was not one of the most interesting races of the season so far. It was more incident filled, and I would still absolutely take this as I got to witness a new driver win the race. A race like this gives me hope that it is not a slam dunk guarantee that Red Bull will nail literally everything, and that there's still hope. And I feel like it's just a matter of time before Ferrari catches Red Bull literally on pure pace as the season unfolds. So let's stay tuned for that, and let's pray for that to happen soon. So overall, it was a race that was filled with twists and turns, and I expect a very strong race at the Japanese Grand Prix as the Shizuoka track always yields good racing. So I'm looking forward to that. So yes guys, with that being said, this is my race observation and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Let me know down in the comments on what is your thoughts on the Australian Grand Prix, the race, and what you thought of it. Leave it down in the comments. With that being said, subscribe to the Renmaster channel if you haven't already, and also hit that bell icon while you're at it so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And until next time, it's me Vinesh from Renmaster, and I'm out. Love you guys, stay safe, peace.